If you are selling in a very super saturated market where the competition is so stiff and it looks like you don't even know what to do to win market share, I made this video to teach you 8 things that you can start using today to gain market share even in that competitive environment. Make sense to you? Let's get started. So let's get started teaching you how to stand out in a super saturated market, even if you are new selling in a super saturated market as we have in Nigeria today. So let's look at the hook. The first thing is the hook. The hook is that thing that actually makes you to stand out. If you are in the weight loss business, for example, you can actually say you don't need to exercise for you to lose weight. This, tablet or pill would help you achieve the same weight loss that running 10 miles or cycling or walking on a treadmill would help you to achieve. So your hook is that thing that people want to see. What's that new thing you are bringing to the market? Remember, the customers you are trying to serve are already sophisticated in the sense that they've virtually used everything that the market has to throw at them. So it is important that you come up with a new concept that they can actually warm up to and see what difference you are trying to bring to the table. Remember, you're selling in a super saturated market. So the next thing is being great isn't good enough these days. It doesn't matter whether you are the best. Most times I see people saying that I am the best in the market space, my product is the best in the market space, and things like that. Being great and good doesn't cut it for you, doesn't give you that winning edge. Everybody is making the same claim that they are the best in the market space. So what you are expected to do is to have a winning edge in the market space. For me, when I came into the toilet paper industry, I didn't claim to be the best, though I copied some people's strategy that I was told to. I was naive in the industry, so I copied by making my toilet paper big and selling at a cheap price, and that was not a good strategy. So until I discovered the unique edge that I brought to the market space, which was to develop a product for a particular segment of the market. So being great is not enough. You need to have your winning edge. Develop your winning edge. Remember, we talked about hook. When you have that hook, then you sharpen it to give you a winning edge in the market space. That way, people will see your business as, this one is different. Let's go see what they have to offer us over there. So the next one, the third one, is you finding a niche so specific that you become the obvious choice. Just like the other one I talked about, it ties back to the previous slide of not being great. Great and best does not do it for you. So finding a niche is very key. You could be the person who provides food to busy moms in Abuja. That's a niche. Instead of just being a restaurant that provides food for everybody, you could actually niche down to serving professional moms who are very busy that they cannot cook. All right, or you could be the person who is providing birthday cakes for children of busy professionals who cannot bake cakes for them. So, like I said, referencing my own toilet paper business, when I came into that business, there was a lot of crowd. People were actually clamoring for the 50 naira tissue paper then, and the 200 naira tissue. We call it the jumbo and the mini one. That was where everybody was paying much attention to supplying hotels and supplying the market space. So when we came, we started to niche down to young adults. Okay, that young person who doesn't have money, 200 naira for the 200 naira tissue paper, or who the 50 naira tissue paper will not hustle help. So we developed the first 100 naira tissue paper in the Nigerian market space, and that was us niching down to serve the young segment of the toilet paper industry. So you need to find a way to niche down, to know a segment of your market that you can serve and serve very well, that no matter what your competitors do, people would always see you as the guy that they know that serve or services them in that category that you are playing. So find a niche so specific that you become the obvious choice in that place. Instead of you to be a big fish in a big ocean, why don't you be a big fish in a small water body? That's the actual analogy to explain this. All right. So the next one is position yourself clearly. People don't like confusion. They don't want to burn calories to figure out what you are all about. So your positioning should be quite simple. I provide XYZ things for XYZ people. Okay, I provide marketing strategies. For me, my positioning is I provide marketing strategies to small and medium scale enterprises. Okay, so you need to position yourself and in a way that people will identify you for who you are. Are you the go-to person when the politicians want to fix their sound system? Are you the guy that provides the logistics for them? What are you exactly known for? You cannot just be like every other person. Remember, our topic is how to stand out in a super saturated market. So the market is already super saturated. It is only right that you find ways to do what stand out by positioning yourself to be different. This is what I do. These are the people I do it for, and this is the result that they get. All right. So don't just be vanilla. Don't just provide vanilla flavor all through because everybody is buying vanilla flavored ice cream and you want to provide vanilla. No. Stand out. Be the strawberry in that market. Be the orange when everybody is comparing apples in the market space. So position yourself in a way that your customers will identify your business or service and warm up to you afterwards. Right? So the fifth one is tell your story. We live in a world where everybody is telling his or her story. Dr. Cosmos, Matt Dohakode, the Kostaris guy, I've forgotten his surname now, is writing, he's hosting a seminar in UK and US where he's telling the story of how he built Kostaris with integrity and trust. Now, Femi Otodola is also writing a book where he is sharing how he got thus far in the business world. So people want to hear your story, all right? They want to know how you rose to fame, how your products actually can help them. They want to see what challenges you overcame. If you are providing, services or product that you are a first partaker, you have actually solved the problem and you want to also solve that problem for your customers. For me, my story is I struggled to actually sell in the market space. I went for those who were ahead of me to become my mentors. They didn't give me that privilege and I had to learn the hard way. Because I've learned the hard way, I'm now sharing with you things that you can use to actually avoid the mistakes that I made in my niche. So that is my story. Excuse me. So you need to tell your story that will resonate with your target audience. If they hear your story, then they'll be able to warm up to your offer and come do business with you. Your story will stand you out in the sea of competitors out there. Remember, in the politics, when we are playing politics, a particular man said, "I had no shoes," and that was his story. That story brought so much empathy that people went and voted for him, and he won one of the elections for Nigerian presidency and all that. So your story will stand you out in the market space, irrespective of where you are selling. So always tell your story and make sure you tell it well and stick to it. Not when you tell A in the morning, you tell another story in the evening. It creates ambiguity and your positioning will be very poor in the market space. Now, the next one is turn your service into an irresistible offer. This is where most of us entrepreneurs are not getting it right. You are just going out there, you are just left with 10% discount, cheap price, and I'll sell better price for you. No, that's not selling. Now, in making an irresistible offer, you need to incorporate all the elements that are needed in building an irresistible offer. That includes giving a rock solid guarantee. Most people don't give guarantees in the market space. When you buy, now so we see, that is it, though. You are not supposed to be like that. Come out differently. Make sure you are proud of your product or your services, that you should be able to make a guarantee where it is possible. I'm giving you this guarantee that this will not fail you. I am giving you this extra bonus if this happens. If you buy this is the bonus you are going to get. I'm also making this claim today. You deploy these strategies that would help you to make that sale right there. You deploy urgency, you deploy scarcity, you give bonuses, you give guarantees. And once you bundle these things together, you will be the different one in the market space. Let me just give you a small example. It may be irrelevant, all right? Today, Sunday, I bought granite from a woman that I usually buy from. I bought 200 naira granite, She threw in 100 naira granite because I was a regular customer. Now, it might interest you that I drive past other places that people sell granotes to, and I also come to this woman to patronize her, just because this is the person that has shown me that she cares she cares for my business. She cares for the fact that I provide patronage to her. So in other ways, you can also do things that would make your customers love what you are doing. Let them have a feel of your love. Show them that you care for them. Give them that guarantee. Give them extra bonuses and put a timeline. Tell them that all that I'm giving you is time bound. If you don't come before Tuesday, if you don't come before this evening, it's off. So use some form of urgency, use some form of scarcity, use some form of bonus and give a guarantee just to make your irresistible offer felt in the market space. If you do this, most people are not doing it in the market space. Those that are doing it are not doing a good job about it. If you do it very well, you should be able to stand out as a go-to person in your niche. Now, sell outcomes, not activities, all right? Sell outcomes, this simply means that there has to be tangible result that people would get once they use your product or your services. So if you are selling weight loss schemes, for example, and you are telling people that they should not exercise as often as rigorously as they have been told to do, that you can give them a pill that will make them go slim within the next 48 hours. That's your pill should do that. If you're also telling them, okay, my exercise regimen would also encourage you to eat anyhow you like, you would also slim down in the next 2 months. Make sure that your value proposition, whatever you're saying that your product or service will achieve, that they would achieve it in the long run. So don't be vague, don't be selling stuff like every other person in the market space. Most people have zero ethics, all right? They don't really care about the customer. The Nigerian customer has suffered a lot in the hands of business people. So if you come out there and you are providing value, you are giving results, people would identify with you, people will notice, and they would come to you to do business with you. So sell the outcomes, not activities or stories. Now the last one is teach, don't just sell, all right? So people would want to know how your product or services would help them to be a better version of themselves. So it is actually your responsibility to educate your target audience well enough that when they are ready to buy from you, when they are ready to buy whatever it is that you are selling, they would have no other option but to come and patronize you because you provided so much value to them, and they see you as an authority, they see you as someone that they trust, and they will open up their wallets to buy from you. Remember, all we're talking about is how to sell, how to stand out in the super saturated market. Trust me, if you deploy all that I've spoken to you today about, if you do it very well, you will see that you would have created a magnetic force around your business and your offer. People would come to you because they have seen you to be different in the market space. So guys, there you have it. We've been able to look at the 8 strategies that you can deploy today to sell in a super saturated market. Now here is the thing. If you use any of these strategies that I've shared with you today and you have achieved results, please let me know in the comment section. It matters a lot to me. It will help me to know what kind of program, what kind of training, what kind of video to create to enable you win in the market space. All right, so thank you for watching. Let me see your thoughts, your results, and your challenges using these strategies in the comment section. It matters to me once again. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.